What up? It's your girl DJ Reese, and I have an entrepreneur on the line who's also a rapper. That's no other than Miss Poetic Lee. What's good?
What is up? Good to finally be here with you.
Right, man. We're overdue for an interview. Like, we should have done this a long time ago.
Exactly. Definitely.
So we about to jump right into the interview. So how did you come up with your stage name?
What's my stage name? Okay, so there's two parts to my name. You have Poetic and you have Lee. And I spelled it Lee, So the Poetic came from because I wrote poetry, obviously.
Okay.
The poetry. That's kind of how I started with just wanting to jump into music, because poetry was just something that I just enjoyed doing. And then the Lee, I'm infatuated with like anything Asian, from movies, from their fashion to anything. So I was in love with Spike Lee as well as Jet. So Jet Li, he spells his a little different, you know, with the L and then like the I and the up. And being all his black power in his movies, I kind of want to incorporate both of them and give them both kind of like, you know, they both inspired me. So
I like that. That's cool. That's awesome. So have you always knew that you wanted to be a rapper? Or is this something that you like played around with and now you decided to take it serious?
That's kind of how it is, because honestly, I was just doing poetry and I was in a relationship with a rapper, and I was just like, I managed him and I just was for him, honestly, and put myself behind. And I used to just freestyle a lot, and he would always tell me like, you honestly can do this if you wanted to. And when we got out the relationship, I just went to the studio and I did it, and I fell in love with
it. Put it all in your music.
Exactly. That's exactly
hard. When did you start writing?
I would have to say, from what I remember, my memory's kind of shot at times, but I definitely remember writing in 7th grade. Just like it started off like school projects and writing classes. They wanted us to write poems, and I kind of just started doing it at the house, doing with friends, and just loved doing it.
That's awesome. Now, like we discussed earlier, I met you a year ago at A3C, and you told me that you were into beauty and fashion. How's your business going with I Am More Beauty?
I Am More Beauty is actually pretty dope. It was behind the scenes for the most part, like people who personally knew me or worked with me, or I just kind of just met. I gave them my card, but I never really put it on the gram and put it out there as much as I'm now starting to do. I've actually kind of partnered up with this lady who owns how do we pronounce it? Excuse me, Xavier Nails. And she put me on as a makeup artist, and she actually teaching me how to do nails. So I'm going to add that to my beauty. Yeah.
Okay.
So be full beauty. We're doing lashes, makeup, now nails. And I fell in love with doing nails. Surprisingly, I actually enjoy doing this. So.
Okay. Well, I know your makeup is always popping. I see it on Instagram all the time. So that's going to be awesome to incorporate the nails too. You don't even have to spend a dime anymore. Like, you can do this yourself. So.
Bro, it be feeling like that, but then it's like I enjoy doing others and I enjoy doing myself. And I'll be like, I need to pamper me like I'm pampering everybody else.
I feel you. That's true. But we all deserve to be pampered. I got you. Yes. So, back to you as an entertainer. When people say your name, what do you want them to perceive about you?
I feel like entertainment is so important. Just being the fact that this new generation of music is cool. I enjoy it, but the way they go on stage and their presence is not like Michael Jackson. It's not like Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? It's not like those true entertainers that I actually look up to. R. Kelly, like my mom used to take all types of plays and concerts as I grew up. So I just fell in love with the entertainment, and I also like acting. So I feel like to just when someone says like Poetic Lee, I want them to be like, you know what, she's a fool around entertainment. Not only is she gonna give you good music, she's gonna like blow the stage off, you know, incorporate.
She's gonna give you a show. I got you.
Yes. I don't even want, most of the time I don't want you to stand up. I want you just to really just sit down and enjoy the show. Really enjoy the show. because my vibe is pretty smooth. I'm not really on that hype all the time. I definitely do hype songs, but for the most part, I want to just tingle your ears and allow you just to enjoy the show.
I like that. I gotta come catch one of your shows now.
Definitely.
So, speaking of the other artists that you've already mentioned, like Michael and Beyonce, what artists have influenced you musically?
Ooh, it's really hard to say, like, because I listen to so much types of music and different genres. But it's hard when it comes to lyrics. Tupac, completely, duh. And I feel like we all continue to respect that because no one has really topped the way that, it's not even just how his lyrics were, but it's the way he added swag to it. Because it's a lot of lyrical people that can kill it, but not everybody had that swag to where you could be like, you know what, I want to hear this lyrical stuff, especially with this new age. They don't want to just hear lyrics. It's like, you got to bring something else to it. And I feel like Tupac did that. Beyonce definitely, just because based off of her being an entertainer completely, she has inspired me, from Luther Vandross, Jodeci, from so many artists that I listen to. I think just people who are good at music inspire me. Even people who are not mainstream, people I find on SoundCloud, and I feel like their music is dope. They be like a real inspiration to me.
That's what's up. What single do you have out right now?
Right now I have I Need You out. It's been out for about 2 months, and I kind of laid back on pushing it, but now, I'm about to really start pushing it and putting people's ears, because everybody that listens to it, I get, pretty good feedback. So I'm like, let's start pushing I Need You. And that's what's on my SoundCloud. Not on iTunes yet. It's really hard to get in iTunes, guys. I didn't realize that until I tried to get in. I was like, this is not easy, but it's definitely on my SoundCloud. Okay.
Can we expect an album soon? Or even a mixtape?
Definitely. Actually, I'm in the works. I'm writing a TV show, and I'm actually going to incorporate my first project in my TV show, because the TV show is like loosely around my life. And I talk about it's going to be on that TV show, so that's going to be the soundtrack. So it's going to be kind of weird to drop a soundtrack that's like my first mixtape.
That's pretty dope. Will it have any features on it?
Not at the moment, but the door is not shut. I have made some great connects with people, who are pretty big in the industry. So I'm building these relationships, and if it happens, it happens. Everything is organic with me. I don't mind having a complete project with just me on it. But if it happens and some dope artists that I want to collaborate with, then they definitely, might do a little pickaboo.
Cool. Now let's bring back around to this TV show. Is this like reality, documentary? Like, what type of TV show will it be?
A series, and the way it's going to be is like, it's not like, I'm not going to say my name. The main character name is Faith, and my name actually means, and it's going to be on YouTube. That's where I'm having it at right now. YouTube is in my main idea, but I have a homie who has a connect to Netflix. So if I can get it to Netflix, that would be crazy. But I'm yes, and it's going to be kind of like the mixture of like how Star Empire are, how they add their music to it, but just a little bit. And I don't want to spill the beans too much, because nobody's really have come up with the ideas I've came up with my show. But it's be a series.
Well, thank you for giving us the scoop. I appreciate that.
No problem. Exclusive for you. Anytime.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
Where do you get your love for fashion from? Like, when I met you, like, you just stood out all the way completely out, and I loved it. So where do you get your love for fashion from?
Thank you. I would have to honestly say I got it from my mom, and my mom got it from my grandfather. And, like, my family are pictures. So, like, I literally can pull up all my family's life and just see them, and I'm like, y'all was out here. And, like, I need all. I was so mad my mom didn't save me no clothes. Like, she saved me. I got a few of her vintage stuff that from back in the day, but she was lit, and I don't have it. But that's really, and my dad, I can't even knock him. He getting old now. He ain't got it like he used to. But my mama, she still got it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, I also see that you rock a lot of sneakers on your Instagram page. Would you consider yourself a sneakerhead or a sneaker lover? Or?
I love Vans for some reason. And, like, with my clothing line that I just started, which is actually Leavana Boss is my clothing line. And I fell in love with painting shoes. So Vans are, like, one of the best shoes I just love painting and, like, kind of making them my own. It comes like, I guess you could consider me a sneakerhead. I'm not really like the Jordan freak. Like, I don't need all the fly Jordans that ever came out or all that, but I do have a few of them I enjoy wearing. And I do love heels too. They just be, I'm one of them chicks that has the flats in her shoes. Like, we at the club, I'm going to take these heels off. Like, no, I want to dance, and this is hurting my feet.
Girl, I know the feeling. Do you have any upcoming performances coming up?
Actually, I do. I do. I'm actually doing a showcase next year, and I'm really proud of my performances because I want to make sure I'm right. I did have a performance like 3 months ago, and I wasn't so happy with. I guess we all know it was one. And I was just like, I gotta really be in this rehearsal. I really want to, put that work in, and that's what I've been doing, and I want to continue to do that. So I am going to do a showcase. Talk too much about it because I'm getting everything so like, contracts and all that. But I'm going to have like celebrity judges. And
oh wow, awesome!
Yeah, I'm gonna add like fashion to it and artists. So yeah, I want it to be like an American for Atlanta, so like the Creator Junction. Like, I want it to be crazy, and I will definitely be performing there. And I'm looking at that to be in March of 2019. So
that means you're coming back for a follow-up interview.
Definitely. Shoot, we might just need you in the building, and we're gonna.
I mean, hey, I'm down for it.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. Before you go, can you share your social media information with our listeners?
I definitely can. It is Poetic, and the original of that Poetic, and then X Lee Lee, and the X is like my imaginary space. So Poetic X Lee, and that's for my Instagram, and that's my Twitter too. Poetic Lee on YouTube, all that good stuff.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I truly appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me. I definitely appreciate it, and I can't wait to see what we're going to come up with in the future.
Oh, man, it's going to be exciting. I'm ready for it.
Amen to that.
It's your girl, DJ Reese, and I'm out.
Digital Dope Radio.